Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another spoiler video. Joey's not doing tonight. He has some personal stuff he's doing, so I'm going to do them. But it actually turned out good because it happened to be pandas that we're spoiling tonight, which, as you guys know, pandas are one of my favorite things coming out of Ray Cluster. So I'm pretty excited about it. I glanced over them and I'm pretty excited about them, so we'll just go right into it. So first we have Rose Quartz, the Panda Queen. So she's a 5 cost, all 5 is yellow whale, 1,000 panda, and you get to pay 1 less for her for every panda you control. So right off the bat, if you're playing a straight panda deck, there's no way you're ever going to pay the full 5 cost. But even if you had to pay the full 5 cost, I think she's still decent based on her abilities, because just assuming you pay full 5, you get 1,000 panda resonator. She has the effect of when she enters the field, pandas you control gain 400 till end of turn, so it is a nice strong swinging for that turn. And at the end of every single turn, you get to recover all of the pandas you control. So just those 2 abilities alone, and her stats, I think, alone almost make her worth it for just that 5 cost. But you're pretty much never going to do it. She's going to usually be 3 to 4 cost, possibly less depending on your deck and all that. And it's all pandas, so it includes your jailer and stuff like that. So it's pretty awesome. Actually, pandas you control, so it might actually count for the ruler as well. So by default, if you're running like Tigris or something like that, it could be pretty cheap just off the bat. So I'm pretty excited about that one, just to start with. Next we have Gem Gel. So this one's super good, in my opinion. So this is a chant, and it costs 1 light, and then it has 2 X's inside of the void. So 2 costs. So as an additional cost to it, you have to banish X gems. So for every 2 gems you banish, you get to do its effect once. And the effect is you get to remove X target resonators from the game. I believe... I'm kind of confused about the double X now that I think about it in the void, because I assumed the cost is you banish 2 gems, and then you would remove 1 resonator from the game. But it almost feels like it's 2 gems, 2 resonators from the game, but that feels kind of strong. Not quite 100% sure about it, so I'll double check, and if I find out, I'll leave a note in the bottom here. But yeah, either way, really strong card, especially if you have a pretty good gem production deck. Next is Rallying Song of the Panda. So this is a 2 cost chant with quick cast, and it has the ability of J resonators you control gain +200 till end of turn. So already that's a halfway decent chant for with quick cast. 2 costs would be a little bit high, but you know, you can slot it into any deck you want. However, it has a second effect of pandas you control gain +2 till end of turn. So these 2 abilities stack, so your pandas would automatically get +4 till end of turn now, which is pretty awesome. So I'm pretty excited about this card as well. And this combined with like say the 5 cost earlier, so if you put her in, you play this before you recover your stones, so you can recover them and have the will to pay for that panda coming in. So you get, they're all +4, and then they get +4 from the other panda entering, so they're all +8. They're able to swing in and do all sorts of damage and fun stuff, so be pretty cool. And lastly, we have White Dog of Sasuru Palace. So this is a 2 cost 6/6 beast. It's kind of a weird looking card, but it has the ability of whenever you gain a gem, it gets +100 till end of turn. So if you, once again, if you have a really high gem production deck, this could come in handy quite a bit. If it's sort of average or low gem production deck, I don't see this being too strong or seeing too much play, honestly. I think there's better cards you could be inserted inside of your panda gem deck. But if you know how consistent your deck can be, this could potentially be very strong. If you're consistently putting stuff out there, it could be 7 or 8 every turn, theoretically, and all that. So yeah, so that's all the cards. I'm pretty excited. I might start, just like for the fun of it, seeing what decks look like with at least 2 or 3 of those cards slotted in, and how fast and consistent we can get these panda decks going. But yeah, this is a pretty cool way to start off this week. I'm glad we're starting to see support for the previous clusters now. Like I had mentioned before, I was kind of bummed out we were only seeing new mechanics, but I'm glad to see some old stuff coming back. So hoping we see more.